We are inching toward the start of another school year. Thanks for joining us today on Envision. I'm Deanne Conrad, Community Relations Supervisor. Dr. Brian Maher is talking about staff development today. Staff development is kind of an umbrella term for a lot of different things that are happening. Talk a little bit about the new teachers that come into Sioux Falls. How do we get them acclimated to all of the processes and practices that we use day in and day out?
That's so important to what we do. You know, clear back when I interviewed for this position, one of the things I told the Board of Education that I thought was the most important thing that I could do as a superintendent of schools is to help attract new teachers and to retain new teachers. Well, for the most part, the attraction of new teachers is pretty near the end. Now it's for those teachers who we have on staff, how do we make sure that we train them and retain them? How do we keep them?
Right.
We start right away here in August to begin with an initiation and induction of our new staff. We'll bring them in, we'll have sessions specifically for them. I'm afraid we overwhelm them because there's so much to learn.
Sure.
When you come in. It's kind of like the old adage of taking a drink through a fire hose.
Right.
There's more than you can really take in the short period of time that we do. So we really give them a lot of information at the beginning, but then we try to follow that up with ongoing reinforcement of that information, in many instances reteaching of that information, and then allow them to apply what they've learned and hopefully over time just love it in the Sioux Falls School District and want to stay here forever.
Sure.
Along with that induction and just the giving of information, we also provide a mentor teacher to everybody new to the district so that as time goes on, they have periodic meetings and they don't have to remember everything that we gave them in August, you know, next March when they're saying, now what did they say
Right.
about? They have somebody there, a go-to person there. We also have instructional coaches and of course principals in every building that help with that. I don't know that we ever get totally past the overwhelmed feeling,
Right.
but we have a lot of supports in place to try to help those new teachers.
Right.
Now, we'll have a lot of veteran teachers coming back as well.
And they need support also.
Yes, and I think we do a great job in terms of professional development of our staff, whether you're brand new to the district or whether you're a longtime veteran to the district. Whether it be on a new reading material, as we'll have this year, or just some sort of ongoing pedagogical question that you might have on what's the best way to instruct, what's the best way to impart information and making sure that students are gaining knowledge. So we have a lot of things like that going on as well, and many of those things happen right before the students report in August for the teachers, and then in September for the students.
That's also why it's so critical to have those in-service days throughout the school year so that we can have touch points again with staff to reinforce or to introduce something new for them. So those in-service days are very important.
I know. I thought this when I was a student, and I hear it occasionally on in-service days where we don't have students, but the teachers are here. And the question that I get many times is, so do your teachers have the day off today? No, they're working, and those are very, very important days for when they do have students. It's the planning, the preparation, the learning of new things, if you will. Those are critical days in the development of a staff member.
Absolutely, and then we provide staff development also for the other positions in our district, like custodians, our clerical, our school nurses, and things like that. They all deserve and need updated information, and so staff development is important in those areas as well.
You know, Deanne, they not only deserve that and need that. One of the things that we found through surveys is our non-teaching staff, they want that. They want to be a part of that engagement and that understanding so that when they're in the classroom dealing with the student, they understand to a large extent what the teacher is trying to get across.
Sure. So very critical for us to continue. We are an educational institution and we continue to educate our staff. Yes, very focused at the beginning of a school year, but throughout the school year as well.
True.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today on Envision.